Hi everyone, welcome to another session of ABI India's Masterclass. I'm Aishwarya, a CS and legal professional with ABI India. In order to give you a glimpse into today's topic, with the rising importance of ESG, all businesses are driven to include a sustainability edge to their operations. Now, this might be a double-edged sword because businesses may end up promising false sustainability claims due to the pressing pressure of ESG. Today, we are going to talk about greenwashing. Coming to the speaker of the day, meet Nilanjan, a compliance professional with ABI India with over 14 years of experience in corporate investigation, compliance management, and EHS. He has leveraged skills in ensuring risk management, compliance implementation, and fraud prevention to improve the overall performance of the organization. Interestingly, he has also managed high-value fraud cases and steered corporate fraud investigations affiliating to FCPA, the UK Bribery Act, and company policy. Nilanjan is also an ESG enthusiast who has worked closely with investors towards carbon neutrality programs, sustainability programs, and also implementing ISO across businesses. So without any further ado, let's begin today's masterclass on greenwashing. So Nilanjan, to begin with, would you probably tell our viewers what is greenwashing? And also maybe you can quote a few examples to help us understand better.
Right. Thank you, Aishwarya, for the introduction. To start with greenwashing, I'm pretty sure most of the people will not be aware of this topic. So going by the definition, if I have to say, greenwashing is when a management team within an organization makes false, unsubstantiated, and outright misleading statement or claims about the sustainability of the product or the services they are providing to their customers or the consumers. Some greenwashing is unintentional due to lack of knowledge on the understanding on the part of the management, and sometimes greenwashing is also carried out intentionally through marketing efforts. If layman terms, if I have to say, it's giving a false impression where the company promotes their products or services as environment friendly, which create a misleading information towards the customer to deceive the customers. Coming to a few examples, if I have to say, it will be like hidden trade-off, where a company emphasize that their product or produced from a recycled material, where however the neglect to mention it was sourced from a supplier who has a history of coercive labor practices or some unethical practices. Secondly, baseless claims, where the company advised their product as ethically sourced, but they didn't or not able to provide any specific information that how they reached to a conclusion that they are ethically sourced or what is the background of the product or the raw material they have procured from. Third is the presentation of partial truth. Nowadays, a lot of companies are coming up that they are carbon neutral, but they are not disclosing at what level, that they are at scope 1 emission carbon neutral, scope 2 emission carbon neutral, or scope 3 emission carbon neutral. So if they are not disclosing the details of it, that is where it is coming as a partial truth to the consumer to believe in it. So these are the few examples of greenwashing.
Okay, thank you for that. So this looks like there might be a lot of risks which might be faced by the companies if they resort to greenwashing. So, I mean, would you probably outline a few risks which the companies might face because of, undergoing greenwashing?
Of course. So when you are misleading your customer or consumers, obviously there are a lot of risk involved. First, if I have to say, it's undermining their brand image and brand reputation. And also, second thing would be the loss of the customer trust and the losing of their B2B partners or business partners if they're making some such false claims. Now, if the customers or someone sue the company because they have been doing some misleading information or promoting some misleading information, that might lead to litigation and investigations at some point of time, so which might be leading to a lot of financial losses also. So these are the certain few risks: brand reputation, one, losing the customer trust, investigation, litigation, and then the financial loss. Obviously, every risk will lead to a financial loss for the company. So these are the few risk areas which the company need to look before they makes any kind of a misleading informations claims.
Got that. Okay. So it looks like this is probably a very gray area. I'm not sure. Are there any regulations in India which actually, govern this kind of greenwashing concepts? Maybe you can just give us a glimpse on that.
No, India, as of now, we don't have any specific law to reduce greenwashing or to avoid greenwashing as such. But as per the Advertising Standard Council of India, ASCI, which requires advertisement to be legal, decent, honest, and truthful. So that is one, but it's kind of a self-regulation where the company claims their activities, but there are no specific rules as such. However, there's one more regulatory body that we have that is called SEBI, which is Security Exchange Board of India. They have set up an advisory committee for environmental social governance matters, and greenwashing coming under the ESG board. So that has also been taken care under SEBI, but specifically we don't have any specific laws for this.
All right. Okay. So how is it like on the global landscape? Like, what about other countries? Do they have like statutes or laws regulating greenwashing?
Yes, they do. In fact, some of the developed countries, they do have certain rules and regulation and acts that were designed for this. So if I have to talk, like you have UK's Competitions and Market Authority, where they have very specific guidelines or guidance notes for the businesses, how they need to claim whether their products or services are environment friendly or not. Similarly, in US Federal Trade Commission also have very distinctive laws where what is the fair marketplace, how they need to they create the image for their product in the competitive market. So they have a very specific rules and regulations for that as well. In Singapore, they have Consumer Protection Act, which also clearly defines about the customer's right, what should be projected to the customers and all. But yes, some of the developed countries do have such rules, but not in India as of now.
Well, I hope in India we soon have laws to regulate this. So on that note, what would you advise our consumers? Like, how do you think they can be prudent enough to avoid, the ill effects of greenwashing happening to them?
Okay, that will be a very interesting question, because one of the easiest way is that people or the consumers who are using the services or buying such products, they need to be very clear about what are the products they are purchasing. They need to know what are the industry standard certificates are. And they need to also be very careful whatever the advertisements or whatever written on the backside of the product, right? All the details of it, whether they are saying that it is kind of eco-conscious, sustainable, environment-friendly products and all. Although we don't have any such regulations, so this written content like natural, organic, or friendly, these are not regulated by any appropriate body. So we have to be careful what are the products or the services we are taking. It's a kind of a due diligence the customer has to do before buying such products or services. So no specific guidelines as such.
Great. Okay. I think that was a very informative session for us. So thank you so much, Nilanjan, for sharing your insights on greenwashing. I'm sure all of us would have benefited from that. So on that note, we're going to end today's masterclass. So a big thanks to ABI Sustainability, department for giving us this opportunity. So all of you stay more vigilant and be more prudent. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.